It's getting wicked, chat. It's getting wicked. Now, from one story to another story, only difference in this story, thankfully nobody died. Was a nigga still sick? Yep. I'm thankful the FaZe never invited me into their organization. All them years I begged to be a FaZe member. I am so happy y'all never wanted black people. Because goddamn, I didn't notice what was going on. Norton, I don't know what took you so long to fucking tell the world this. Nigga said, I left FaZe because of this. No, buddy, that's not how life works. You wasn't supposed to just leave and forget about it. No, you supposed to been tell the whole world this. This is crazy. Let's just get into it.
Who you are, don't care if it's my own brother, bro. You're my brother, I'm snitching. I'm sorry. But, like, that's just wrong. And, brother, everything I say...
Brother better not tell me no shit like that. He gonna be pissed that he might not make it to the cops.
This dude looks me in my eyes and says, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I had a threesome with two 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what? Like, how could you tell me that?
I need to start using this soundboard some more. We need like a Kirk soundboard. On what? We need like we gonna figure it out. But for now, these niggas need to be shot. That's for now. Niggas just need to be wasted.
I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
And I don't know what to do or what to say at this point. But all I can say is, I mean...
Nigga said I slept with her and I found out after she was 17. What? What are you talking about, bro? I don't like niggas. I really don't. What are you talking about? I don't know if that was supposed to be him trying to make it sound good, bro. That doesn't sound good, bro. You not making it sound like, bro. It does. There's no wiggle around it, sugar coated to make it sound better. That's not how it works, bro. Like, what are you talking about? He's really coming on the internet saying some bullshit like this. We gotta stone niggas. We need to go back to stonage. Like, just imagine tying a nigga up and everybody throwing bricks at him. We can't do that no more. What's going on? What is up with the world?
It hasn't been said enough already on this call. Stay away from underage girls, boys and girls. We have a lot of young men watching this stream right now. It's clearly and obviously not worth it. We're talking about a company and a brotherhood that was...
And it's so sad that now everybody is talking about stay away from it, Bro, why haven't this been came out? If it was so important that y'all believed in it, why is we just now hearing about it years later? That doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. You guys are crazy. This is sick. Everything. I remember being a kid just thinking I did all this quick scoping to get in the face. And this is what y'all been doing this whole time. This is sick. Got me dropping shit. This is why you can't motherfucking be looking at these niggas with expectations. You can't look at these rappers with expectations. These people are human. And these people are literally could be just like the same person that's next door to you.
Built over the course of how long, right?
It's sad.
15 years more or less, right? And it's clearly coming to an end, you know?
If you thought FaZe was coming apart as it seems before, then man, oh man, this takes the cake. Yesterday, a member of the original FaZe group, FaZe Rain, came to social media with some shocking news that...
Oh, by the way, I said Norton. I called him by his real name, but yeah. that's his real name, Norton. Gamer tag, y'all know FaZe Rain. Everybody know Rain, right? Yeah, Rain came to the internet saying this, and now we got all the other FaZe members coming out about it to say it. Cause he threw one of them niggas out. Yeah, this nigga is a pedophile. Why didn't we been know this? It's a whole new group of FaZe now. Why are we just now finding out about this? This been happened, and you're just now telling us. This is a sad world. This is a sad world. It's crazy.
A lot of people weren't expecting. It was totally out of the blue, out of the random. But at this specific time...
Just randomly. It's literally totally out of the blue. Just randomly. It's like, I'm still so confused as to why is this just randomly comes out like you care now. It's something that we don't know still. But the fact that y'all is out there doing that mean it was more than just him. That mean it was a few of y'all that was doing this in that group. This is crazy.
That phase is in right now, where Banks is off the internet, Max just left for some very cryptic reasons. To be quite honest with you, this is the last thing that they needed. But
this is getting crazy.
To hear the fact that one of the members in the FaZe clan was having sexual relations with somebody who was a child, underage.
I want to put everything to do with me and FaZe to rest, bro, because there is so much I haven't said. And honestly, at this point, bro, I don't give a. I think I'm gonna collect my thoughts.
Nigga said it's so much I haven't said. Out of all the shit you did say though, my nigga, I remember watching you say a lot of stuff. I don't know why it took you so long to say this damning shit. This should have been the first thing to say. Not that they took money from you. Not that they motherfucking swiped the rug up under you. Not all that bullshit. We should have been known about this part. I don't know what was going on in his head. Alright, bro.
More, and I'm gonna say everything, bro. Every single thing that I know. And I'm gonna collect my thoughts because I have an eidetic memory, so I remember everything and anything.
He remember everything and anything.
Okay. Y'all mother sold me out. Y'all scammed me behind my back. And honestly, I just had an epiphany about it because I'm like, bro, not even covered about it. I was just so sad about it for so long. I've been up over that pedo like 2 years, bro. And I haven't said nothing about it.
Now, for those of you who are probably looking at this screen.
What? Alright, bro.
That is FaZe Rain, somebody who is a part of what the new age era calls the old phase. This isn't about, you know, Silky. This isn't about Ron. This isn't about Max, Rage, Lacey. This isn't about Jason. This isn't about any of those new guys. But it's about the old phase, the entire organization, and seemingly some secrets behind dealing with some children. Now,
I think, you know, since Banks is gone anyway, FaZe, these niggas is on that. Silky, what's the other nigga? Silky, Lacey, all y'all better come up with a new name and get out of there, cause it's tough for y'all now. It's promotions finna go down, buddies. I'm sorry.
There are a lot of other things mentioned because that old phase generation, I've been noticing there's been a little bit of bitterness in the water, and some of them have spoken out since. But this is now just FaZe Rain's turn to kind of give his take and his opinion.
He just want to knock some niggas down. It sounds like, which is crazy. So how long would you have let this keep going? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm saying. All the guys had to been doing some shit like this, cause there's just no way. There's just no way.
Since, you know, him distancing himself, since the changes, etc., etc. And honestly, it doesn't look the best. A video back in 2022 started some of his earlier grievances with the company and the brand itself.
This is a decade-long problem, man, with a lot of legal shit around it. So now it's turned into multiple problems. It's not just the initial problem I had in the beginning. It's a lot deeper than that. And yes, I'm going to say this now because they're probably going to try to say, well, he's only doing this because we owe him money and he's mad. They do owe me money, yes, and they haven't taken care of me, yes, and the money that I bought the Counter-Strike team for, it took them 6 years to pay me back, yes, I never got a $1 or brand deal, yes, that's all true. They're gonna say that, and that is a frustration of mine, but I obviously held that in for years. I held that frustration in for years, and it was never the reason that I was gonna do this or speak publicly, because if they just owed me money, I would have handled it a different way. This is a lot deeper than that, and a lot of my brothers don't see the actual issue here. They are being taken advantage of.
But there's two things I took away from that in the research of this video is that one, this group things, there was a big brand buyout from FaZe. There was a lot of stuff going on BB, so I can understand
keep going down.
How, you know,
we learn more and more every day.
That stuff has already been squashed for the most part. You know, I know that there's still some people who are jaded about the situation, but nonetheless, that's not my business. But two, and most importantly, which leads us to this conversation today, is that he's still holding some stuff in. There's still some things that he's not 100%.
That's what I'm telling.
Which leads us to these pedo allegations.
I wasn't even pushed out. I left. There's a fucking involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I could give a fuck less. I always stand up for what's right. That was the final straw, bro.
Phew. If it's in your heart, brother, speak it. It's gonna come out eventually. Now, the only issue that I do have with what he said is not by saying the initial name in the beginning. There's a specific reason why, and I'll get to that in a minute. But if there is somebody who is out there touching and messing with kids, let the world know. So we can shun them, so we can have the proper opinion on them, so we can understand who we're dealing with in real time. The reason why I did not like the fact that he kind of left it up to open air merit interpretation. It was because, one, there are a lot of members in FaZe. My first thought was, who could this be? I went down the timeline, somebody threw out the name like Bronny James, and I was like, what? But then I had to realize Bronny is also a kid, so it definitely couldn't have been Bronny. But nonetheless, I also knew that a lot of people would be very
to my nigga Bronny James
in this conversation. There's two people in particular that I knew would probably get the brunt of this, and that is Max because he just left, and then also Banks because he is somebody who the internet feels very much up in the air about, especially after leaving the internet after seemingly scamming a lot of some cryptocurrency. I knew that they would get unfair treatment in this conversation, so I am glad that Banks came out.
How the fuck? Say the white niggas in this group
actually cleared this up, because this is a serious allegation. Even if people feel like I should feel some sort of way about Banks, even if you feel some sort of way about Banks, yeah, he might have scammed some people. He does not need pedo allegations. That's crazy.
First thing I'm gonna say in this video, I'm not Rain is not talking about me. There, I got it out. But yeah, I'm getting fucking spammed in my mentions right now on Twitter, asking if I'm being accused that I'm being tagged in this clip from FaZe Rain on Fearbuck. The first thing that needs to be addressed is obviously this shit. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation. That's why this is the first time that I'm speaking about it. I have to speak about it now. Norden, pause.
That's why this is the first time I'm speaking about it. I have to speak about it now. This is what I'm talking about, guys. If y'all is just going around, hey, maybe I'm just in a different world. Because if niggas is just going around knowing about pedophiles, oh shit, knowing about Geppettos, we didn't say that. Knowing about Geppettos, and we just not talking about it, y'all should get stoned with them niggas. I'm just saying. Tie all them niggas up around the tree together, and everybody in the city should take rocks and throw at them. I'm confused what's going on. There's no way you talking about now I gotta talk about it. It should be something we should have been talked about. It's not something that's a secret. We shouldn't hold that as a secret.
You're saying that FaZe teMpeRRR
This is sad.
Which that is who he's talking about in the clip. I'm like, whoa, that's Tommy, that's our brother. This is who we started this FaZe shit with. I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him and I'm calling Apex, because apparently this is something Apex is aware of as well. Norden and Tommy, or Norden and Apex are the closest on the team, so obviously if Norden's gonna talk to anybody about anything and be transparent, it's Apex. Tommy's first initial knee-jerk reaction to all this shit was, what the fuck are you talking about? Norden, no, this is not what the conversation was like. You're misremembering, you're misinterpreting. Obviously Rain is coming back, standing firm.
Banks goes on to pretty much say that after Rain tells him that teMpeRRR is
the whole group knows,
he then patches in Apex and
everybody. He just said everybody was on the call.
Refuses to acknowledge these accusations, says that, hey, you're misremembering these things, Rain, etc., and they go back and forth. But hearing from Rain, the person who's calling out this pedo in this situation, it seems that he has a pretty vivid memory as to what happened.
Tommy said this verbatim. He said it wasn't a threesome with two 16-year-olds. Actually, it was a 17-year-old. So all of a sudden now it's 17. One was 17 and the other one watched. That's what he said. And then he started bringing up all these random laws. I don't even know these.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't fucking know. And even Banks calls me after and he's like, bro, what the fuck is like up with that law shit that he brought up? So he knows he did some shit that was wrong. He knows that. It's just, I don't like the denying of it. And I feel like in this video, you're trying to paint me like I'm lying and making shit up and just saying shit to say shit when you know that's not the truth, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that. That's some weird stuff.
What the fuck
but
is going
a lot of the
on?
FaZe group is weird. People were digging up teMpeRRR's tweets from 2012. Mind you, he was born in '93. That kind of validates some of these claims in the court of public opinion. I don't know. It's extremely, extremely nasty.
Odd, but I got nothing to do.
What? What the? Do y'all see what that fucking say? Let me do my math. Because they said he was born in 93, 03. That's motherfucking 10, right? So motherfucking 9 years after 10 is 19, right? I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing my math correctly, so I'm gonna use a calculator just to make sure. 1993, 2012, okay. 19, okay. Alright. Alright. And that says, kid, you hang out with 16-year-olds. Stop acting like a hard ass, you fucking Geppetto. And teMpeRRR responds, the person who's getting allegations as the one who slept with a 16-year-old, it's saying, mind your business. What if I like being a Geppetto? At 19, he was 19. He was 19 saying that. Mind your business. What if I like being a Geppetto? And we're just now letting all this. In 2012, this is 13 years later. This is sad.
I think it's just like this happened, like, dude, because I don't know the specifics of anything.
Now, there are wild accusations being thrown around the internet. And the beautiful thing about the internet, and I say this oftentimes, is that most of the time, the other person exists on the internet. So we don't have to wait too long to hear teMpeRRR give his actual opinions on this or what he's saying. And of course, it's filled with deflections and denial. And not that I'm saying that I've picked a side. I just think that it's very interesting as to how he says a bunch of stuff. And that bunch of stuff has nothing to do with the situation. His first video specifically.
No, he said a whole bunch of nothing.
And to that my name is in the same breath as the word is so sick, twisted, and insane. This is disgusting. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not that type of person. I am the furthest thing from what you called me.
We're all shit-faced, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
How could you go from denying to admitting in the same breath? And look, the devil is in the details. Because the way that Tommy or teMpeRRR or whatever his name is goes on to give 3 extra minutes of just story time about how he's a father, he proposed to his girl, etc., lets me know that he did do these things and he's not owning up to and admitting. But also, there's some things that are important that he left out that don't line up with even Banks' story, like Banks and Rain's story, which I find to be very, very interesting.
I'm going to say about the Tommy situation because he made a video confirming it, but the details did get switched a little bit because originally it was 2 16-year-olds and it was a 17-year-old and one was watching, and now a 17-year-old and he didn't know her age. If you didn't know her age and you said that to us at least once, we wouldn't be here, bro. I would not have treated it the same way if you said you didn't know, because that changes everything. You never said that, not once. Literally not fucking once. This is news to me that you didn't know.
Another one bites the dust. Now, I want to be clear, this doesn't affect FaZe as a whole, and I'm not making some sweeping indictment on them. How this does affect the bigger group and the name and stuff like that going forward is, you know, up to the internet's interpretation. But these are 2 dudes who have distanced themselves from the group, at least the new version of the group, publicly for a long time. I just think that it's so...
Sick world, chat.